Mountain Monologues and Downhill Dialogues, Episode 3. The trail I am on today is Mount Williams in Chilliwack. It is 30 minutes from my front door. It's trail access, and I've climbed up. Well, I did climb up higher than this, but I'm doing the video a little bit lower down. Very steep trail, 2,000 feet of climbing in the first mile alone. The shoes I'm wearing are the Sense Ride 2. The spikes I have on my feet right now are Nortec. They're a lightweight spike. I like them for lightweight travel. The fuel for today, trail butter, dark chocolate coffee, yum, endurance tap, caffeinated, double yum, getting some caffeine on the go. And the camera that is being used right now is the Insta360 1X. Merch store. If you would like to support my races and me in particular, we have a merchandise store that is live. We have already had over 350 people purchase over 600 items, which is massively appreciated. You can find the link to that on trailseries.ca. It's Coast Mountain Trail Running, Diaz Vista, and Squamish 50 merchandise, which is for sale there. It is Easter today. Happy Easter. And to all the Diaz Vista runners, the race was supposed to happen yesterday. It, of course, did not for just the second time since 1997. I miss you guys. We'll be back next year better than ever. I hope everybody is staying safe and healthy right now. Questions and comments from this week. So, first up, someone named John Kelly would like to say, I should rename this. As you noticed, there was an addition at the beginning. The Mountain Musings miniseries, climbing conversations, summit soliloquies, and downhill dialogues. Then close each episode with a recovery wrap. Thanks, John. 3 questions that I will remember this week. Mary Adkins. Great video. Your Barkley spoof video was a blast. I'm sure Laz was cringing and laughing all the way. Any advice to novice trail runners on how to increase, better develop agility on the more technical trails? Question 2 from Florian Tinevez. Florian asks, or says, great video. Are you thinking of doing any virtual races, organizing, or participating? And third is Amy Phillips. She has a long, multi-tiered question. I'm going to answer, why did you choose to move to Chilliwack? I've set a timer on my watch that'll let me know when we're running out of time. We're going to get moving as soon as I go ahead and show off the terrain and the views that we have out here. Very important. If you do intend to peep my Strava and mimic what I'm doing, please understand the dangers of winter travel and the fact that this behind me is a cornice, a snow cornice. There is a snow bluff or a rock bluff below me. I would not step any further than this, or I would risk actually falling off and dying. If you come out to do any mountain travel in the winter, please understand the dangers that you could face. All right, the terrain through here is mixed. I'm actually off the trail a little bit right now to get these views, so I'm going to take it easy on the way down until I get into snow-free terrain in about 5 minutes that I can take the spikes off and then focus on running a bit more. Question 1, or one of the questions. Florian, virtual races. Yes, I actually signed up for Jamil Curry's Aravaipa Strong virtual race, and I signed up for the 100-mile distance. And my intent, as of right now, if I don't mess myself up trying to get down this stuff today, is to run 100 miles on my treadmill, which we bought in December, and it has a 40%, it goes up to 40%, down to 6%, and I am going to try for 100 miles on my treadmill with 30,000 feet of climbing, and I hope to do it in under 24 hours, and I will attempt that later this month. I think the last day for the virtual race is April 25th, so I will eventually pick a date and see if I can make that happen in under 24 hours. Another question. Oh, I know another, actually real quick. Corby Martin also asked about running in spikes. Not the easiest thing in the world to do. Honestly, like anything else, it's experience. but having been a skier and knowing how your body falls and slips and slides is really important part of this skill set. So all I can say to people who haven't really spent time on snow and are looking to run in spikes, trust your spikes, get comfortable with them, and know that you'll get better over time. But certainly people who have skied understand how their body will slip and slide, have a decided advantage for how unusual the sensation can be. Technical trails. How to improve your technical running abilities. Great question. Get asked this quite a bit. I don't know why. And basically, right here I'm going to slow down because there are deep pockets of snow, and I will not be taking any unnecessary risks out here today. I am out here by myself, as I should be. I have no cell service, but I do have my InReach Mini two-way communicator. I can text message through the satellite beacon to let my wife know if anything has gone wrong, or just ask for help, which I will not be doing today from search and rescue. I never go out into terrain where I don't get signal without carrying this device. So, I'm going to take my spikes off real quick down there. I should have taken them off right there. Technical, terrain, running abilities. When I got started in 2004, I was not a runner or anything prior, and I had a coach, and one of the most important things that she prescribed for me that really allowed me to get confident on trails was downhill intervals. Most people are familiar with and do perform uphill intervals, and I don't get a second take on this, and a lot of people don't do uphill or downhill intervals. I am currently off track, and I'll take my spikes off and hope that I'm not ruining this video entirely. Pop this in here, pop these in here. Downhill intervals. Very beneficial to get comfortable with running downhill, and then you can incorporate some technical trails with those. And when you fall like that, you'll be much more comfortable. Down tree, there's the trail. I do uphill intervals and downhill intervals with my athletes on alternating weeks. So 1 week up, the other week down. Downhill intervals are a big reason why I became proficient at this type of terrain. Chilliwack. Why did we move to Chilliwack? Whoop. Well, as you can see, it's kind of awesome, but Chilliwack doesn't have the same reputation that other areas in the lower mainland do. It is certainly a blue-collar town. There's a lot of redneckery, and even right now, out on this trail today, I can hear the guns being fired off in the distance, and that's totally fine. Anybody that appreciates the trails is getting out and enjoying things in just a different capacity than us, but they all contribute to ensuring that we have such great trail backcountry access. So, 7 years ago, in 2013, I actually came up this trail for the first time to the top of this mountain, along with a host of other mountains in this valley. And I'd never really heard people talking about Chilliwack, had no idea that it might be something really special. And I dropped my tent out at Chilliwack Lake for a week, no service. There was a book called Scrambles in southwestern BC by Matt Gunn, highly recommended. And I got out and started scrambling up a bunch of mountains in this valley. And at the end of that week, it was like my world was rewritten. because back in 2013, no one had told me about Chilliwack Lake, no one had told me about these mountains, and I couldn't believe that an hour from North Vancouver was this real paradisal mountain trail access area that was less utilized. Fast forward to 2019, so 6 years after that, 1 year ago, and essentially we've been renters our whole lives. We got priced out of the Vancouver market and the Squamish market, and we were finally putting aside some money to hopefully purchase something. And in the end, we could have purchased a very small condo in the city, a townhome in Squamish, or a house, a detached home in Chilliwack. The prices in Chilliwack are a third of the city and a half of Squamish. And truly, Chilliwack is very reminiscent of Squamish 15 years ago, when Squamish was nothing but a gas and fruit stop on the way to Whistler, and Chilliwack is still seen by many as a gas and fruit stop on the way through to Manning Park and the Okanagan. I have no doubt that's going to change, and in a hurry. We're really happy with the move. We regret none of it, and every day like this, where I can get out on these trails and get away by myself, just cherish that we get to live in such an incredible area. In apparently 3 years, though it might be delayed due to the current circumstances, there will be a gondola opening in Chilliwack on the shoulder of Mount Cheam up to Mount Archibald. Similar people that brought the Sea to Sky gondola to life, and that is going to rewrite our community, our story as an outdoor destination. So I think we're going to see a pretty big shift to people recognizing how incredible it is out here, and we're happy that we got in ahead of that curve and got into something that we could afford. And finally, really funny actually, our mortgage for the house we bought came to $5 more than the rent that we were spending in North Vancouver. Obviously, we had 5 years of saving up a down payment. That's the gap between when I first discovered this place, personally, and I know lots of runners from Chilliwack, and they've always kind of kept it quiet, I think. I'm not helping them. But our mortgage was $5 more than our rent in North Vancouver. So I feel very fortunate to call this home. And I know some Chilliwack locals want to keep it nice and quiet, and I understand that. But my take is the more outdoor users we have, the more people that appreciate and utilize these trail networks, the better these trail networks will become, the better funding we'll find, and the longevity of things will persist. Will benefit from more people appreciating all that's here. Alright, I got through that quicker than I thought I would. Just trying to navigate this lower section here, which is super steep. As mentioned, this trail climbs 2,000 feet in under a mile to begin. I went up a bit higher in the snow, but still over a meter of snow, just up above 3,000 into 4,000 feet. So, I guess the last thing for today has to be the recovery wrap. Right, John Kelly? Huh? John Kelly? So, try not to fall on my face. Here goes. My name is Gary. Some people call me Jerry. I eat lots of food, but I don't touch no dairy. When I'm out on the trails, you'll find me looking for berries. I don't run on the flats, because that would be the prairies. I really like the mountain tops, because they're nice and airy. I love running with my wife, who works at a library. I really wish the Oilers had acquired Copa Mary, and I get 11 points off the word interference. planetary. Have a great week, everybody. That's the 15-minute timer. Thank you. If you want this to continue, fire away a question. Thanks for tuning in. Hit subscribe or something. I guess that's what I'm supposed to say. Okay, bye.